fast.
Wow. That was fantastic. We're running on 6G over here in the Beard Laws / Triple T studio today. And Toby was first.
Yeah, that's right.
He was first. There was no early gang, and Rozzy pointed it out. He said, not so early crew, and that's okay. As long as people trickle in, and even if people don't trickle in, I don't care, because I had the pleasure of hanging out with Toby and Richard, and that's what I'm here to do on Tuesday. Yuban can't make it today, so if you're only here to watch Yuban, or to see where he's whacking off, or has he been whacking off, or how's he whacking off, or what's he whacking off in, you're not going to see it this week, but he'll be back hopefully next week, and hopefully everything's good with them. So what's up, Toby? You got that shit-eating grin on your face.
No, I'm going to bring something up that is going to trigger both Richie and myself at the same time.
Oh, that's an interesting move. As if you need help being triggered.
The moment. So I've been sitting here. I've been sitting here looking at it the whole time. I've been sitting on a latency of 9 milliseconds. The second you hit go live, it jumped up to 167 milliseconds.
How? That makes
I told you, man. This is why like a week and a half ago this started happening to me, which is why I can no longer stream on my YouTube. Because as soon as I start, the latency jumps up and I get delays and pixelation, and it gets just bad.
Ugh. Come on. What are we doing? Windstream? Are you windstreaming? Come on, man. Let's get this better. Hey, Crikey McGack is back. His cousin Crikey was the McGee was in last week. What are the odds though that we would have two?
Was it still Crikey McGack last week?
No, it was Crikey McGack. It was like a McGee or a McGahee or something. What are the odds that there'd be two Crikeys?
I think you're making that up.
100%. If look back, because even Logan and me were like, "Whoa!" At that moment, it was different. And I only had like 2 Genesees at that time, so it had nothing to do with the alcohol there. But either way, yeah, no. Oh, okay. See, he has 2 accounts.
Oh, okay.
Aha. Oh, what do you got there?
I got me the Draft Top 3.0. So for those of you that didn't want to go with the lift top, this one actually slices it off and then drops the top. It usually just keeps the top slightly attached, and then you can just kind of pop your finger in there and pop it out, or it'll disconnect it completely, drop all the way to the bottom, and then it floats back up and you just pull it out.
Hell yeah. Awesome though, right? I think what you sent me a message and said, what, game changer or something?
Dude, this is an absolute game changer. Like I can't like my question was, how long until it gets dull? Because I've been like opening so many cans with this, and my wife and I are so impressed with it. She, even though it's like doesn't bother her to like grab the top, she wants to try the lift top. So I ordered the lift top.
Hi, nice. Yeah. I personally have them both, and I've had the very first one, the second, the third, and now the lift. And my favorite is the one that you have. I love the 3.0. The lift is cool because it does the thing, but it only has 1 cutter on it.
And yeah, so I would imagine it. Now, for me to get a really, really good cut on it, just for me, not because you can kind of hear it, but I like giving it like I'll give it like a quarter turn, but I'll give it about 10 quarter turns, and then I'll pop it out.
What you should have been doing, and I know this is a lot, especially when you're drinking beer, is every time you use it, you put a slash. That way you could, like the licks in a lollipop, how many licks to the center, how many beer. And I started doing that because I was saving the tops.
Oh, man. Well, I know how many I had. I know how many that we cut open total cans yesterday.
Yep.
So, I mean, there's not enough. There's not going to be enough room on this fucking thing for that.
No. Just somewhere in general. I was saving the tops. I guarantee you I'm in the 300 to 400 range, and mine still works good. But I can't find mine. So that kind of sucks.
Jesus Christ, you drink a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't all mine, and I've had it a little while. But, yeah. Anyways, but tell me how dangerous it is, though, when you're using your Frost Buddy with an open top, and how smooth and dangerously those beers
Holy fuck. So
ridiculous, right?
That's what I did yesterday. So I sent Matt just a picture of the draft top after I used the draft top. And of course I had it sitting in the Frost Buddy, and Matt was like, "Oh, that's a dangerous combination." I was like, "Oh, for real." Like it's like keeping a completely ice cold glass or pint of beer on you at all times because they don't get cold.
And
I mean, they don't get warmed up at all.
What's awesome, what I found is I don't know if you're into kind of like the IPAs or a beer like that. When you open the top in kind of one of those IPA and any of those kind of fancy beers they call them around here, it kind of just aerates it. Oh man, it just takes it to another level than drinking it out of the can. You don't have to pour it into a glass.
Yeah,
just drink it. So
it's the same thing with if you do it with a Guinness.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. So you know that I did the little trick where I show everybody, you can shake up your beer or whatever, and then you drop it and you
3 rotations.
I do 5 just because again, I like overdoing everything just to make sure.
Yeah.
And I've had 3 people stitch that video or create their own video to show me their technique, which I'm all for new techniques. There's some people that are squeezing it. There's some people that do the tap on the top, which that's never worked for me ever.
Nope.
But here's the thing. I've gotten probably about 12 to 15 like duets or stitches to it, but 3 of them people did with Mountain Dew. I'm like, listen, Mountain Dew won't burst over no matter how much you shake it without doing anything. It just goes. So
what was that again?
So the wife is, see, you didn't think I was going to be able to do it again. The
Mm.
wife is picking me up canned Mountain Dew tonight just so I can show.
Dude, I have 120 of them in my fridge. No joke.
Yeah, you can literally shake the crap out of Mountain Dew and then immediately just go, and it's fine.
Different carbonation.
Completely different. And
I believe
very
you, but
little.
I don't want to do it near my electronics, but I believe you.
I'm going to straight believe him. Look at,
I
we're
will
Frost
test
Buddy
it, though.
twins.
I literally have 120 cans out there.
Oh, Crikey McGee is asking, where can you get one of these? You can just go to frostbuddy.com. Not sponsored, by the way.
Nope.
They have like 50 different designs, or you can create your own.
I just bought 3 more from them, and I messaged them to say, hey, we got a couple of us that love these. What can we do to help you? I don't want money. I'm not looking for a sponsorship. We've already purchased them. Your shit's good. What can we do to help you? And their response was, email this address. Thanks. And I was like, cool. This a real person? They're like, yeah, absolutely. I was like, cool. So I sent the email and they said, we shut down our affiliate program. If we have any interest, we'll let you know. And I was like, cool. Don't want to be an affiliate. Just want to help you guys. What can we do? And they're like, oh, so you're not looking for money or sponsorship or anything? I said, no, that was in the first part of the email. I said, never mind it. Either way, love the product. Going to continue to rock it. We're going to say it on the show. Don't care. Like, it's really cool. I enjoy it, but it was an interesting.
Again,
I mean, you can go to frostbuddy.com/beardlaws. It's not going to do anything for you, but or you can put in promo code beardlaws at checkout. Still, again, isn't going to do anything for you, but maybe you can feel better about it.
Worth a shot,
I mean, you could check out their 404 page. I love finding 404 pages. But
see, I have one of these limited edition koozies.
Ooh, the Toby's Army koozie.
Limited edition. See.
What is cool though is weird. I went to frostbuddy.com/beardlaws and somehow it brought me to what is this website? GameDayFanshop.com.
What?
Seriously?
Bring it up on the screen. Let's see it.
Unless I accidentally click something, share screen. It went from this and then it forwarded to this somehow.
Oh, the poor Titans.
Interesting.
But either way, going back here, Frost Buddy, they do have their Black Friday stuff up, which is pretty cool. If anybody does want to, again, we're not going to do anything, but they got shit that's 30 to 50% off. We just bought some new ones. They had some that were normally like $30, like the summery beach ones. Got for like $17.50.
The wine chillers, like I'm not letting my wife know that they make those.
Scrolling.
Yeah, but they got the bottle coolers. Like what's really cool about these is they it's a 12-ounce can, a standard 12-ounce bottle, a 16-ounce can like your you know, like your Monsters and your energy drinks that are like that. It can also take the like Mick Ultra and White Claw slim cans,
Yep.
as well as everybody knows that it's very difficult to find something to fit a Coors, because for whatever reason Coors makes their bottles and their cans different than fucking everybody else.
It's because the only way to stay cold is to be different.
Yep, but they hold the Coors cans and the Coors stubbies.
I love the stubbies. But either way, yeah, they're pretty cool. If you guys want to check them out, cool. If you don't, that's cool too. They're really cool. Like I said, we just bought like 3 or 4 more, and I remember you saying you got the dog bowl. So I was like, hey, I got to hook up my dude. So I got Vern, the old studio dog, his own Frost Buddy.
Yeah, I got the largest one. They're pretty pricey, but I'll tell you right now, they clean really easy, and 2, they do keep the water cool all day long.
Yep. So yeah, I'm excited to check that out, and also excited to check out some videos. We had some pretty interesting ones. Somebody, of course, Sweeney, producer Zach was like, "Where the fuck is Yuban?" We already covered that. Catch up.
Yeah, catch up, producer.
Yeah, catch up. And
no wonder why the other producer is doing so much better than you.
Know what? Yeah. And know what's funny? So producer Jace sent me a message, and he's like, "Hey, that was so much fun. Thank you for kind of letting me troll producer Zach. He was a good sport about it." I'm like, "Yeah, good thing his face wasn't on camera." But I said, "I tell you what, send me over." He asked for some dirt on Zach. So I was like, "I tell you what, why don't you just send over a questionnaire? Zach will send it out, and we'll send it right back." And he's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." I'm like, "You cool with it, producer Zach?"
Really?
And he's like, "Yeah, fuck it, let's go, whatever." But know what else is cool? You know the show Ghost Hunters back in the day with taps and stuff. They're actually in producer Zach's hometown right now, recording at a house. And apparently my brother saw somebody posted it on the old book and sent it to me. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. So now I have to figure out what subscription I have to pay to be able to watch their show. Cause I didn't know I thought they were done. I thought Discovery. Jason and what's his face?
Well, I know that they split ways for a while. One of them left, but then he came back for a little while, and then he left again.
I thought they got in like some heat because of them faking shit. I thought that's why they split.
I'll tell you what, before we show the first video, I'm going to tell you this. It's listed as a real documentary. It's not. It didn't take a whole lot of research, but done really, really well. This Blackwell Ghost series. Right now, there's a total of 7. Each one of them is just over an hour. Mm-hmm. Really good. Highly recommended.
Yeah, I watched it.
The first one's free, but the rest of them you got to rent. But they're like $4.99 rentals or $3.99 rentals. They're nothing. It's worth the price.
It was good. I watched it.
Well, there you go. You got 2. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm not going to give you my rating. But it was Jason and Grant from Ghost Hunters. They had
that's what it was.
Ghost Hunters International spinoff. But yeah, I don't know. I remember watching it because it was pretty much one of the first, if not the first ones on TV in like 2005. And if they're still going, good for them. They went from Roto Rooters to that, and it's on Discovery Plus.
I found out recently that the Warrens, Lorraine and Ed Warren, for those who don't know who they are or were, they're no longer alive. Paranormal investigators that, if you've seen The Conjuring or Annabelle or anything, they were the ones who did all that.
Yes,
they were here in Cleveland, doing one of those seminars that you see in the movie. They did one here at the community college, and one of the people here in town was trying to get them to come to their house because they were having some paranormal activity or whatever. And apparently Lorraine Warren went, "Honey, I don't even know to come. I don't even need to come to your house. This whole town, this whole city is just full of paranormal."
Where you live?
Where I live.
Now, don't you do ghost stuff too?
Yep.
All right, that's it. I'm coming up there. We're doing some fucked up shit. We just can't tell the wife or your wife because
I'll take you somewhere safe. I know what I'm doing. I've done it for
can I join?
Time. Absolutely. It's fun.
We're all meeting in Tennessee.
Oh, okay. I've always wanted to go there. As long as at some point I'll bring the better half at some point too, and we just
there's a state prison here that I don't want to go there. Go investigate. Is it
abandoned?
Oh, yes, okay. So you can drop the soap.
You can drop the soap. You're good. And it is where Lee Harvey Oswald was prison. Is it one of him? Was it him or It was
Did
some.
he ever even make it to prison?
Who was the guy who killed?
Jack Ruby killed Lee Harvey Oswald. Lee Harvey Oswald killed.
No, it was the guy
Allegedly,
who killed
JFK.
I forget who it was, but one of those people was actually there. But you can arrange to go investigate it.
Interesting.
Dude, let's do
You
it.
can't just go on the property, obviously, but
Right.
Let's do it,
you can.
Yeah, there's a local person.
It's shaped like a cross too,
bro.
It's
We
crazy.
just what?
Whoa.
Dude, we're staying there for 48 straight hours.
Okay.
Okay, I'll bring the Genesee.
I literally have stayed in a haunted house for an entire week.
Yeah, I don't.
So
I
let
don't-
me ask you:
can't-
Have you
can't be gone that long.
you've so obviously you've probably done at least heard of the 28-day research that was done, and then I guess they did a show 28
Mhm.
days.
Yep.
What was your thoughts on that? We started watching it, or maybe we finished. I don't really remember.
So the show itself looked like watching the show, like my wife really got into it. But me, I have difficulty watching things that are like obviously staged and whatnot. So what I really think the 28 Days show is a retelling of things that happened that weren't actually recorded, that they recreated for the show.
Okay.
I will tell you this: when I was doing investigating all the time, and I was on a team, I was the tech guy mostly, and a lot of the guys didn't care for what I did because I would make it where I didn't jump to conclusions. Like everybody, oh, that's definitely this, and I'm like,
Is it
hold
though?
up. Let's rule out some logical explanations first. For example, we had a place where it had been turned into a restaurant, but it was originally a slaughterhouse, and apparently a bunch of bad shit happened there. There's a slave graveyard, no joke, a slave graveyard right across the street from it. Covered bridge, and every covered bridge in America is haunted. And one of the things that would happen is the paper towel dispensers would go off in sequence, and it happened while we were there. And when it happened, everybody flipped out. Oh, there's a ghost walking by, blah, 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 blah. And
Like a censored paper towel
one of
dispenser?
the ones you put your hand underneath.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I sat there and I was like, wait a minute, let's rule out something, because at the same time that happened, I heard somebody on the walkie-talkie. As soon as I pressed the walkie-talkie, they press it again.
The electronic
Some kind of
interference.
interference would set them
Yeah.
off. So
No
they
shit.
hated me for that, because they're like, you're always spoiling it. I'm like, no, we want to find the real stuff, not stuff that can be proven naturally.
I have a okay. Before we listen,
do
we can
EVPs? Yes.
we can do a whole ghost show like special someday. Like we're not.
Yeah,
we
right.
need to get on TikTok videos. But before we do that, I do have one quick question for Rossi. Are you talking about Buddy?
Where's Rousey? Rousey.
Rossi says, "Come investigate my house. This dog won't stop barking at walls at 2 to 5 a.m."
Oh, yeah.
I because that
Did he
used to
normally
be
do
my
that?
dog.
Did he normally do that, Toby?
No,
Oh, Rozzy,
I'm asking. That dog wouldn't make a sound. He didn't bark ever. He didn't. That dog never barked. Not unless I was touching his ears. That's the only time that dog would ever make a sound. He never barked. He never, even UPS guys, nothing.
Yes, yeah, you got something going on. I guess we're gonna have to make a trip down to Florida and investigate. I guess we just started an investigation group today, apparently on the show, so that's cool. So if anybody wants, anybody's got
19 minutes in, we've got a whole crew.
if we got technology stuff. We have pretty much no budget, so if anybody has like a rich family member that is super into investigations and
Dude,
stuff
I'm
and wants
willing
to
to put
front
my
a ton
credit
of
into
money,
Debt.
TikTokers go paranormal investigators.
We don't have a lot of money, but I've got an 810 credit score, so we can find money.
Toby will be our Zach Bagans, antagonizing the ghost.
Yeah.
with our crew, it would be, imagine if we combined not only the Tuesday but the Thursday crew as well, and you'd see Logan in there like shaking and be like, "I love deviled eggs."
Dude, there'd be so many times where we'd just be sitting in a room and you'd hear you're like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, we're trying to
Yeah,
investigate.
show us you. Don't make noises.
And Brandon be like, no.
Move something in
And
front of
Brandon's
us.
like, oh, no. And he's right out the front door. And we're like,
Come back, baby, come back.
Brandon's going to be in the van listening to audio, guys.
I just pictured Toby and I, like, because I've dealt with it before. I can just see Toby and I, like, some poltergeist shit happens where stuff starts moving or whatnot, and Toby just going, oh, did you see that shit?
Did you see that?
It would be pretty amazing. All right, so whoever just won the Powerball in California, you got $2 billion. What? Throw a little bit of money our way for our new show, and we'll even let you name it.
Yeah, there was
Maybe.
what was it? It's 2 point, was it like 2.2?
2.1 or 2.2, yeah.
Yeah, 2.2 million single winner, 2 $2 million winners, and 1 $1 million winner. Motherfucker.
What?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy for him.
Unless they were some
there's no
old
need
fuck.
for me to be upset about it. It's just I'm happy for him, but
I
damn.
always get mad when it's an old person, like 80 years old, and they're like, I won
Yeah,
the lottery.
okay.
What the hell are
And
you
you
going to do with it?
legitimately can get mad about it.
Yeah, but those family members, they're pretty pumped.
I bet they really love their grandparents now.
Hey, listen, I tell you what though,
I
you can be
saved and
jealous
everything
all
for
you
Granny.
want, and it's still going to be a number. I'm getting ready to spit out a number that it's still more than enough to be jealous about. But out of that 2.04 million, they're only making about 650 or 2.04 billion. They're only making about 650 million out of that.
Oh yeah, Powerball.
You guys do realize that
the
you'd have to
government
make
got the
over
rest.
3 billion to win a billion cash payout.
And then if you're in the state of New York, they're going to take even more out. And then if you're in New York City, they're going to take even more out. So it's, yeah, what a time to be alive. But either way, none of us hit that, or we would have a pretty cool paranormal show.
Well,
We
give
have
me a
pretty
million
cool
and I'm
studio.
set for life.
Dude,
Yeah.
250,000 and I'm set.
Yeah, for real. No joke. You know how to invest it
Pay
right.
off
You're
my
good.
bills, and then I can live off of my my veterans retirement and disability, and we're good.
Good. All right. This is a terrible segue, but Toby's, he's done, he's got some marriage advice. He's got some tips. I'm sure we all do, but I'm curious if you've ever seen or tried this tip here. So let's jump into it.
Look her deep in the eyes and be like, sweetie, I love you. What? What in the world? What is that freaking smell? Oh my god. That was my balls. And that's how you get control of the TV. Give a nice little gentle rub.
I love the joke. And listen, Married Misfits, not that you're watching this, but we've met in person. I'm just gonna tell you, same thing that I've told Chris Big Fat. You guys need to work on your delivery. It needs to be more natural. It's a horrible delivery, but good job on the
stiff.
video.
But
Yes.
the concept that they always have is always great. But
Oh,
the
it's always
delivery is
great.
always a little stiff.
Same thing. Chris Big Fat has amazing ideas. Like his jokes are hilarious. It's just he's so deliberate and over the top when they do it that it's just. But I know why they do it too. They do it because it helps get their stuff past the unlike ours where we're just like no, we're making this shit look real. And our shit gets shut down. His doesn't. So good on you guys for being smart about it.
Yeah. So the other thing that was in there, obviously marriage tips. That's apparently one that, you could try and let us know if you survive, how that goes, but also a bad magician. And that's magic right there. Toby just has the magic of fire.
That was awesome.
That was really cool.
I'll get you one, Richie.
I feel like Yuban would have just lost his mind.
Yeah, well, him and Richie both. Did you not see Richie's face?
I did at the end. I didn't see the
Listen.
delivery because I was staring at it immensely.
I no joke. Toby gave me this. I no joke. Carry it with me everywhere I go. And I hope it has fluid in it, or this is going to be embarrassing. But it's a little.
I love those things so much. I got like 5 of them.
It probably doesn't have fluid. Oh, yes, it does.
Hey,
It's what they call an infinity
And then you
match.
put it back in. No.
Either
This
way,
is so
that's like a
cool.
magic trick, an infinity match. And this is apparently what it's like dating a bad magician. You thought I would have been ready for it, but come on, no. All right, here we go.
Oh, did you just finish? Yeah. Inside of me? I don't know. Check your mouth. Do you believe in magic?
Oh,
No.
Nope. Oh, nope.
that,
No, I don't. I don't do bodily fluids, man, and that's. Oh God damn it!
just think about something else. Think about beer.
Oh
Fire again.
fuck! Oh.
Let me think of things that distract him. Zombie Bry, John Johnson, I don't know. That Karen chick. I don't know. The one
Next
that looks like
midget.
Guy Fry or Guy Fieri.
I'm just picking one, just so we can, there's no segues here. There's just gonna be. We're just going for it. We got to mix this up. Let's do the thing.
Would you just show something? Oh.
Is that my dad? Looks like my dad in that Porta John. No joke.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like
That
it could
for real
be
looks like it could be my dad. He's not that heavy anymore, but he was.
Do you know a leave on over 112?
Oh, my dad's long retired, would not be in a Porta John, but it looked like him.
Construction workers, man. The stories that happen in porta potties and people just kind of fucking with each other.
They're gonna need a bigger guy to tip that over. I'm just saying,
Bro, the military, you ain't finding a Porta John without a group of fucking soldier, like low-ranking NCOs and higher-ranking enlisted that aren't going. The next person that jumps in there, we're fucking tipping it every fucking time, every time.
The worst I saw was when they taped all the vents up and put mace in it from I think the dude was like a cop or a retired cop or something. And that person just had a terrible, terrible time.
Best is you wait until you that one's like getting really filled up. And then you wait for like somebody that you really don't like. And then what you do is you get a team of people to go from the back side of it and tip it so it falls onto its door.
Oh.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Yep. That's
like whoever decided to come up with that magician video.
Yeah. Let's try to guess which state this potentially was from.
Which state?
Which state?
You guys see how watery my eyes are still? Holy shit.
I know. I'm trying to move on for you. This video, let's guess which state.
Day one, I'm throwing stuff at my stepsister until she breaks up with me. Pickle.
He needs some beard advice from you.
Day one, I'm throwing stuff at my stepsister until she breaks up with me. Pickle.
Wait.
Did he say till she breaks up with me?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. That got messed the first time by you two.
No,
so
he said stepsister. So
Arkansas.
Clear in Alabama. I'm gonna move like higher up. I'm gonna say like Kentucky.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's definitely fair. I was actually thinking Kentucky or West Virginia.
West Virginia is always a cousin.
Fair enough. I've never spent
Alabama, direct relative. Kentucky, like adopted relative or like brought into the family somehow. West Virginia cousin.
Roll Tide.
Bomber's from West Virginia originally, so he gets it.
He gets it. All right. This would have been a good video to play earlier when we were talking about beer and hacks and all that stuff, but I would really needed to change the subject because, well, I put the bad magician. We're not gonna bring that up. We're just gonna go with this one.
Let's
And
not
I feel like
ever-
everybody's seen this video now.
Hold on.
And,
Who sent you that video, by the way? Was that Yuban?
no, I believe Grim might have taken credit for
Fuck
that
you,
one.
Grim.
I'd have to look.
right.
I'd have to look. But I tried this the other day, and I'm wondering if you guys have seen this or tried this.
Get fucked. We're trying that. Holy
Oh, fuck. I love the accent already. Get fucked. We're trying that.
I swear to fucking God.
I will fucking do it right now.
Get fucked. So I tried it the other day, and it didn't
Hear
work.
me.
It didn't work as glorious for me as the first video, but it kind of worked just like that dude with the sweet stash in there, and it did. I went. Toby's just straight get fucked, but not in a good way.
Okay.
Get fucked.
Yeah, it worked. Like I said, the tab was there. I went through there, and it opened, like it cracked it open, but not all the way like you would with a finger or whatever. But
Maybe if I would have gone like a little slower with it instead of trying to do it so quick, it would have worked. But
yeah, you don't always have to fuck her hard. Sometimes
Trying to drink mine off
It's not
stream
right.
because it's not a
great
sponsored
song.
label.
Fucking yeah, good song. Fuck her gently. Perfect.
tenacious.
Is there a trick to how you?
I don't know if they both have to be full either. They appeared to both be full in the one. I'm not.
Yeah, they definitely both appeared to be full.
It don't work for this one.
It don't work for this one. Some bitch.
Dadgummit, this is bullshit.
Get that gun fucking rounded corners in the bottom of these fucking cans.
I took 2 full ones the other day and did that, and I had kind of, they were like this. Tab was in the back, went the opposite way, and like I said, it opened it enough that I finished it with my finger, but it was cool, I guess. I don't know.
Listen,
Yeah, right here.
I limit myself to two Jennies a podcast so that I have enough to last going through it, because I might have accidentally just blown through the first 12 pack without realizing that it was all gone.
It's easy to do. And if it would be easier to get some closer to you, I wonder if we could hit up some of the stores or the gas stations and push a little hard. They get Jenny Ice. Why can't we get them some Jenny Light?
Well, I tried the one closest to me, and that's the Circle K, and they have their own specific distributors, and they cannot get it. So I went down to the one that has the Jenny Ice, and they were like, "This is what we have this because this is what the majority of people have asked for."
Yeah, that's some rough shit.
I live in Cleveland, Tennessee. It's pretty much just natty daddies here.
Jenny Ice is like a step up above that, but anything ice beer is
Yeah,
rough.
I'm not an ice beer fan. I let Matt know that, and I tell you what, Matt took care of me. He got a hold of the Genesee Brewing Company, and like less than a week later, I had a case.
I told him, I said he cannot drink
12
ice.
packs of Jenny Ice straight to my door, and I was like, "What?"
Yes.
They're the greatest. They are the greatest. And they came out with that new one, the Imperial Stout, which is super hard to get around. Obviously, here it didn't even make it.
Beer?
It's an Imperial Stout,
Oh,
8% alcohol. I drank one of them. I'm trying to save some because I know Zach has this. There's an actual cup that was here. He's got a vintage cup, so I'm trying really hard to save them. He didn't have one last week, so if he doesn't get one this Thursday, he might be out of luck. But they're delicious, absolutely delicious. So apparently this is delicious. I didn't know this was a thing, and ladies, you are about to get a big laugh at this one, and fellas, you're probably
going to
laugh.
if it's a video of some woman eating her own placenta, I'm out. I'm done.
All right, I'm gonna have to skip that one. I'm just kidding. It's not that.
The yellow one good?
No, I don't like that flavor.
Flavor?
Yeah.
You taste with your cooch?
Yeah.
Ooh.
We
You
learned
like
that in health class.
lime?
Lime's not my favorite either.
Well, you only have lime or... You can taste these?
Yeah, you don't fully try it.
This man can't even look her in the eyes. He's like, no.
Poor dollar store Zac Efron right here. Like he's just having a rough time. Oh, please God,
Yeah.
do it.
Dude, you could have just smelt it.
This is lime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that does taste like lime.
See, here's the thing. She just got him with that same thing that a bunch of people used to get water bottles that all they'd have is like a scent at the top, and it's supposed to trick your brain into thinking that the water tastes the way that it smells because those two things coincide. She just got him to mind fuck himself into thinking a tampon tasted a little bit like lime.
You taste with your cooch?
Interesting fact, you can actually taste with your feet.
Ooh, okay. Are you fucking with me, or is that true?
No, I'm fucking 100% serious. I wish I wasn't. I really do.
How? Taste with, you said your feet.
I said what I said.
I don't want to taste my feet.
Nobody does, man.
Oh. Anyways, I'm not Googling that either. We're gonna
That's
well,
what
yeah.
DuckDuckGo is for.
You guys can go ahead and look that up on your own time, but can pretty much promise you, I am not intentionally lying to anybody.
Listen, you've already sold me on voting for you for president, so I'll believe anything you say at this point.
I mean,
This next video is a segue to cooch. There's apparently a trend or something where there's a cat filter that matches your vagina energy, is how they were saying it. The first part of the video had music, so I skipped it, but that's what the description said.
Okay.
So it's, the cat filter matches your vagina's energy.
This is for science.
For science.
Yeah, that checks out. Because mine looks like a lasagna noodle that I dropped.
I knew it.
And
I
it
knew
has-
I knew it. I
Yep.
knew it. Like before it was even Garfield, I was like, she's gonna say something about it being lasagna, and it's probably gonna be Garfield or some fat cat.
I
Called
can't
it.
trust this show anymore. I just can't trust it.
Okay, well, how about we?
What's wrong with you people?
All of these are
What's wrong with
scented.
you?
All of
They're
these are
TikTokers,
scented.
man.
How fucking dare you?
Yeah.
How dare all of you?
It is what it is. We can't take this back. All right, so
I liked lasagna until now.
how about casserole? Do you like casseroles?
Depends.
As long as it's not tater tot hot dish, I'm all right with it.
You want to take my Xbox controllers away? Take your fucking oven door. Try making your casserole now, Carol.
Take your oven doorway. Try making your casserole now, Carol.
Bro, that
That's
man looked
fucking
old enough to
brilliant.
be moving out of the house in the first place. What the hell?
Yeah. What is he, like 28?
That's generous, I think.
I tell you what,
That man
Kevin,
was in his 30s.
maybe you should have moved out about 20 years ago.
Try to make your casserole now, Carol. Man, you're still living in your mom's house getting your controller taken away. Calm down.
But I tell you what, Peyton, right? Peyton, we'll say a year and a half ago, 19 years old. If I would have gotten upset with Peyton for something stupid they did, not that can't honestly think of anything Peyton's ever done that he's been in trouble for. Like he's never done anything like really bad. But if it ever gotten bad enough to where I'm like, fuck you, man, I'm taking your controllers. What I used to do is actually take I used to take the power cables.
Hell yeah.
Plug it from the back and plug it from the wall. There you go. You can look at the pretty Xbox or whatever all you want. Like if the two of them fought, if Peyton and Joe would fight, that's what I would do. Or I would get the itty bitty travel padlocks and I'd loop them around the ground, fucking power cable. If either one of those two, when I ever punished them like that, would have walked over and detached the oven door from the oven and like sat it in their room, I would have immediately given their power cables back because that's fucking genius. Like, you know what? The level of thought process that's going to, like, I'm afraid of what they'll do if they get really mad at this point. I'm like, if you're thinking of this on something this minor, I pray, and I'm not religious, I will pray for whoever wrongs you later on in life because this is extreme. This is the equivalent of you punched me, so I shot you in the face.
Yeah.
I just see Toby walking in with a power cable going, touche.
Touche. This is well played, son.
Well played.
This is the perfect segue. I'm just going to go with it. Perfect video.
I think parents have been doing the same pointless dumbass punishments for far too long. Taking their phone away, soap in the mouth, spankings, timeout is really going to make your little crotch goblins behave. You got to get a little more creative. Mario Jr., it's time for bed.
No, Dad, I don't want to go to bed.
Oh, so you want to stay up? Well, why don't you go to the garage and get Daddy's crossbow?
What? Crossbow? I didn't know you had a crossbow.
Why do you think we send you to bed so early? It's because the vampires come out and Mommy and Daddy have to go hunt them.
You hunt vampires?
Meanwhile, Mother's in the kitchen making this noise. Oh, there's one right there. Go get the crossbow, quick.
I want to go to bed.
Mario Jr. is going to go to bed when you tell him to go to fucking bed from now on. Or like your kids swearing.
You're a shit, Dad. Shit you.
First off, son, you suck at swearing. Secondly, every time you swear, it takes a year off Grandma's life.
No, it doesn't.
Certainly does. How many times have you said shit today?
I don't know. I said it a couple times. Oh, shit. Shit.
Son, I thought I told you. Uh-oh. Grandpa's calling me right now. Hello? Oh, what do you mean Grandma's in the hospital?
No, I killed Grandma.
You see what I'm doing, parents? You got to mix it up. You got to get a little creative with it. Try these tactics out and let me know how it goes. And let me know in the comments what problems you're running into with your children, and I'll tell you how to take care of it.
I feel like I could stitch this guy's video and do another Joe Earn video. And be like, I don't think you understand. He wasn't going along with it. I actually had to hire somebody to be a vampire to kill my son. This is where we're at now. Thanks.
Because I'm not going to be called a liar.
I ain't going to be called a fucking liar.
Well, just in case you feel like stitching, there's the video. So now you have the guy.
In this family, we play shit all the way through.
I thought that was good. That fit there.
That was pretty good. However, I don't have a problem with kids swearing. They're already swearing at school, so fucking might as well let them swear. They're less likely to think swearing's a big deal if you make it okay in the home. It's the same thing. I feel the same way about drinking. Do I approve of underage drinking? No. Do I think that kids are going to do it when they're away from their parents who disapprove of underage drinking? Fucking absolutely. I saw it all the time while I was in high school. Richie, I think, graduated like 25 years after I did. I know he saw it when he was going through high school. So we know that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
My wife, when she was growing up, her parents were like, listen, if you want to drink, I'm fine with it, as long as it's here under our supervision. My wife not one time ever felt the need to go out to a high school party and drink with them because the high school party is a big deal and everybody's drinking because they're being rebellious. But she's like, this isn't a big deal. I can go home and have a beer if I want.
My stepdad was the coolest guy in the world. It still is. He's my hero in life. And he had the rule of, listen, if you're going to go out there and do that kind of stuff, because I know you're going to, don't drive. If you need a ride, call me. I'll come get you. If there's anything going on, no questions asked. And no joke, I called him a couple times. There was one where I was drinking at a party and stuff like that, so I'm drunk. And they started bringing out hardcore drugs, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to be around this. Called him up. He got in the car and he goes, you good? Everything okay? And I was like, yeah. I was like, they're doing drugs in there, and I'm just not cool with that. He's like, good call. Let's go home. About that time, a state trooper pulls in. He goes, really good call. Let's go home.
So, and here's the thing, like my mom, I know my mom smoked pot, or at least did. And every once in a while when we were growing up, pretty certain she still did, because her and a couple of the aunts would walk around the back of the garage during like family reunions. I'm like, and then mom would be suddenly relaxed after that. But I know my parents did, drank alcohol and did stuff. Maybe not my dad. I'm not going to lie to you. My dad was a little bit of a white knight, pretty straight edge. Didn't really even start drinking until after I moved out of the house, really. But my mom, I have no doubts about. It's weird that we're getting to the point like just now where people are starting to realize we did it when we were kids. We're now going to understand that our kids are going to do it. And how's the best way for us to provide that environment safely rather than do it the way that we did, because it's going to happen one way or the other. So either do it the way that we did and continue to live in this unsafe environment, or provide an environment that's going to be safer for them to do it. So it's not such a rebellious thing and such a big deal around other people.
And then you get the people that don't drink, they're not allowed. It's so there, and then they go to college or on their own. They go way too hard, and just dumb shit happens to them. And sometimes they just can't turn it off. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's okay to go through the party stage, and then you grow out of it. Where some people, you know what I mean, they just can't turn it off, and it's a weird fucking thing. Yeah, it's being a parent's really fucking fun, right? Wish somebody would have wrote like a true parent book of all the terrible shit that you really have to go through and the stress and stuff that could happen. And then maybe, less people would have certain kids. But either way, I don't have a segue for that. But
Amanda actually has a pretty good question. In all honesty, I would start allowing it around 16.
Seems fair. I mean, other countries, they allow it much earlier than that. Not saying that it's a good thing.
I believe in Germany, the starting drinking age is 16 years old. I believe
thought it was younger. There's some like 13 or something.
Yeah, it's either Canada, it's either 14 or 16. It's either 14 or 16, but I'm pretty certain it's 16.
16, you're correct. Yeah, Belgium, Denmark, and Germany set 16 years as a minimum age for purchasing beverages containing less than 1.2% of distilled alcohol. 18 years for buying spirits. So like, then there, Canada is 18 in like Montreal, Quebec area, and 19 pretty much.
Fuck Quebec.
Agree. 19 in Japan.
Is that one of the French places?
Yeah, I've got friends that are stationed in Germany, and that's one of the things I ask them, like, so how does the military deal with that? And with them, they allow them to drink in the bars and everything, but I believe they just can't consume the alcohol while on post, which seems the exact opposite of the way that I would do it if I was in the military. If I ran that military base, I'd be like, you can drink on post, but you ain't drinking off post.
Yeah.
Because off post, you're a representative of the United States Army, or on post, nobody's going to see the dumb shit that you're doing. Unless, you go around and you're a major and you shoot a whole bunch of people in a terrorist attack one day, like, then people are going to probably see that.
Grim. 13 in Kentucky.
That's what it is. It's 21 on base. Yep, exactly. And that's what it is. That's the same thing. Yeah. And that's why. It's because it's like Ken just said, U.S. property versus foreign soil. It's U.S. soil versus foreign soil.
Holy shit. I am going through, there's a list from some website. It's kind of weird, but they listed all of the drinking age in every country. What's that?
So we have German soil here in Tennessee. The Volkswagen plant is considered German-owned land. So
I would imagine like an embassy does not fall underneath U.S. jurisdiction. So if that is officially German soil, considered German soil, and they've got an agreement with the government that is German jurisdiction, then I would imagine that would apply to the drinking as well.
That's a good.
I don't know why I care, because I'm 38 years old. I can drink whenever I want, but.
Well, it's curious. I mean, almost every single country, there's 196 listed on here. Almost every single one of them is 18.
Yeah.
like Cuba, Dominica, places like that are 16.
Hell, you're old enough to
All
drive
these
for your
countries
country,
are letting
why not?
people drink before 21. Meanwhile, the United States is saying you have to be 21 years old to buy cigarettes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You can die for your country at 18, but you can't smoke or drink until you're 21.
Interesting. Moved right up. Yeah, I don't know. This was the latest one. I exported it, and yeah, you moved right up, Crikey. You moved right up. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, the age of getting carded and stuff is getting pretty less and less for me as well. So, where are we gonna go from here? Farts. When in doubt, farts are funny.
We haven't talked about butts or pooping yet, so
No,
that would disappoint the wife if she was here.
This one's good. I really enjoyed this one. I laughed probably like Yuban at like a 6.8. Ah, the sound's off. Hold on. We're going to run that back. Spoiler alert. He's going to fart.
That would have been me out of the group of people. That would have been Richie and I probably would have high-fived each other.
Yeah.
Be like, that boy pushed it, man. He's like, yeah, he did.
I think he pushed too hard. That sounded wet.
That's a little wet at the end, isn't it?
Well, got to make you wonder. Is he using the machine? I mean, his hands are in his pocket. Is he using the machine like a little remote controlled anything? You think? It's got to be.
If it's a prank, maybe. Yeah, there was something. You see the hand movement?
Yeah. But the the guy on the far right, the immediate reaction.
He chose the perfect location for it because the echo in that.
It does say "Welcome to the fart tunnel," my dude. I don't know if this is a thing wherever they are, but that's so good. And this guy, he's like trying not to laugh because he's like, I don't know how she's gonna react, and she instantly is looking over here like, oh, how are they gonna react? And he's like, I don't give a fuck. That's funny.
Exactly, man. I tell you what, funny is funny. Funny is funny. There's no comedy. Comedy is one of those things where there's honestly, I mean, the comedians have had to come out and apologize for shit that they've said in the past, and I disagree with all of that. I believe comedy is comedy. You either get it or you don't, and if you don't get it, get the fuck out.
You take offense to jokes or comedy, grow up.
Right.
Like Gilbert Gottfried got completely canceled because he made a 9/11 joke and what people said was way too early, which I'm not gonna lie, it was really soon after the fucking attacks happened. But hey, you know what? Your funniest comedians are born through tragedy. Like you gotta be able to move past shit, and you gotta be able to laugh at things. And comedy should be one of those untouchable cancellation things. Like, I'm sorry, man. Funny is funny. Either, like I said, you either get it or you don't.
You don't have to watch the video. You don't have to go to the comedy show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's for us.
And even if you do, the guy could have an amazing set for the whole thing, but give one joke out of an hour and he's going to get canceled over that one joke. Like, fucking let it go, man.
Ugh. I don't know. Let's throw another thing about butts. I don't remember what this was. I think it's an older one.
I'm at the hospital because I got a butt plug stuck in my butt. Deep in there too. But that's neither here nor there. All the nurses said that they finna go on strike tomorrow. Can y'all imagine if this shit would have happened to me tomorrow? I wouldn't have had nobody take this shit out my booty. I'm at the hospital because I got a butt plug stuck in my butt.
Oh, she's got a butt plug stuck in her butt.
All the nurses said that they finna go on strike tomorrow. Can y'all imagine if this shit would have happened to me tomorrow?
This woman was the early warning system for COVID.
Because her teeth were social distancing.
6 foot separation.
That's still one of the funniest things I've ever heard in COVID.
Oh God!
How did you know when COVID was real? When your teeth started social distancing?
It came from a kid. Like,
yeah.
I'm telling you, man, there are some kids out there that just fucking get it. Like, you've got the vast majority of kids on the internet, man. They're just trolling, but that kid got it. Like, that kid 100% just got it.
I was just reading through the comments. There's some interesting ones. Girl, why you ain't just push hard? I was embarrassed to go to the ER when I shattered my leg after I fell off a 4-foot ladder. I can't even imagine this.
Dude, there's one that Scott D. Henry did a reaction to with a group of girls that were dancing. It was so fucking good because he's like, all right, it's like because they're all off rhythm from each other, and he's like, all right, okay, get it, all right, you get your rhythm back, girls, and then he starts laughing because they're all like all over the place, and he was like, when I tell you, I sprinted to the comment section. And I was not disappointed. And he immediately just starts showing the comments. Fucking comedy gold. Just Scott D. Henry's laugh alone can get me going. But him laughing at other people's comments, I was done.
He's yeah. What the hell is this?
Girl, give me a minute.
Oh Jesus! Okay, we're gonna show this one. I didn't know what it was. This is one that was sent a little while ago, so I pre-watched it because it had a weird description by me. This screams Grim or Yuban.
If I just busted in your house and started doing my dance. Girl, give me a minute. What would you do if I just bust?
I don't even. Richie's like, yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
You know, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Yes, that's
Put a taser between your legs, fried coochie.
She took it like a champ. She definitely took it like a champ. I mean, she turned around and was just like, "Whoa, huh?" Toby, he's just like, "I'm gone." He's gone.
Hopefully, he didn't go get a taser.
That's what I was wondering.
Because you know Toby's got one for sure. Like, has to.
Yeah.
Of some sort. It's probably the flashlight one, but
he's looking for it. We're gonna show a video. Burnt lasagna.
Burnt lasagna.
Oh, it's so good. That's so good. All right, we're gonna show this video while Toby's doing Toby stuff. And do you call it pop or soda?
I call it whatever it is. So if it's Coke, it's Coca-Cola. If it's Mountain Dew, it's Mountain Dew.
Okay. I mean, look at this contraption. This guy is. What did he do? Take some sandwiches and some pancakes and make a like.
What was that? Burger King?
It's Burger King, but it looks like there's an egg. Those look like pancakes. I don't know what contraption he made, but
looks like the bottom of 2 Whoppers.
Yeah, but, it looks breakfast because there's bacon. That looks like pancakes. I don't know, but either way, this was funny.
Does that pop have any wee in it? Let me see it.
This is some shit Richie and I would have done to each other at the fucking meetup. Hey man, that beer got any wee in it? What are you talking about? Let me see it. Wee! And it would just legit. The only difference is neither one of us would look at each other like, oh, it would be.
I'm definitely stealing that at some point, and I can't wait to use it. It can't be at a bar though, because in New York at a bar they have to crack the beer for you. So I'm just not going to throw a full beer.
Yeah.
But
see, I personally, I don't like going to bars where they open your drinks for you. If it's a bottle or a can, don't open it. Let me open it. I will not accept an open container from anybody in a public place at all.
Yeah, it's a law here. They have to. Is it like that where you guys are or no?
No.
Yeah, it's 100. It's a law here. They have to open it for you.
My dumbass.
Stupid New York.
Stupid New York.
You aren't kidding, man. And
ask me why there's so much state rape state in New York.
Yeah, they do. They
Y'all make fun of Southerners. We know how to open our own drinks. Holy shit.
It's not that, man. It's just like I just don't trust somebody handing me an open drink.
You don't know what to put in it.
I mean, most recently, I'll go right back to talking about it. Fucking the whole issue that happened with Taco. He's at a one of his things that they're doing, one of their shows or whatever in Charlotte, North Carolina, and he goes to the meet and greet after party, and he's partying with everybody, and somebody dropped something in his drink, and he fucking OD'd.
Oh, who was that?
Taco.
Who's Taco?
Taco Reacts.
Poppy
Taco. Fucking Next Vidya Taco. Yeah,
I was thinking the guy from the
league. Out with people. Now, granted, I mean, he's fine, but I mean, it's as simple as like you've got an open red Solo cup and you've got your arm around somebody and you're taking a photo and you're looking this way and somebody else goes.
Did we learn nothing from Bill Cosby?
I mean, I guess I guess what they do, though, you know what I mean. At least here, they put the can on the bar, and they open it for you.
Yeah, they open it in front of you.
Yes, it's not like they're like under the bar. Like I've never seen anybody, at least any of the places I go, that are like hand it to you and it's already open. It's opened in front of you.
I tell you what, the reaction on my kid's face the other day, I was like, I only one time ever when he wasn't a toddler, and it was like a fun little trick to make your little toddler kid go and get you a beer. Only one time since he's like known what really has known what beer is. And it was just a few days ago. Have I ever asked my kid to grab me a beer? And I was just sitting here and we were doing, I think we were watching the Paranormal Activity 4.
I think it was an after show because I remember this.
That might have been, but I asked him to grab me a beer and he brought me over a beer and he sat it down and he cracked it open and I just stared at it. And he was like, what? I was like, I appreciate the gesture, but don't ever open up my beer for me. I'm like, I'm not upset about it. I'm just letting you know, just don't ever open up somebody else's drink for them. I mean, in a motorcycle club, that'll get you fucking killed. If you crack open a guy's beer and fucking, even if it's directly in front of him, you open it up and you fucking hand it to him. Oh, the emasculation that happens, I guess, when that happens. But for me, it really is more about, I mean, if you crack it open directly in front of me, I'm fine. I get like a little why, but
are you fine though?
I'm gonna still be fine. But if you even
eyes twitching,
it's more because like you took that from me. I don't know what it is. There's just some sort of feel good about.
Because it's one of the greatest sounds in the entire world.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I feel like you took that away from me. It's not because I feel like you're treating me like, like a lesser person and you have to open it for me. But if you were to like bring something like this to me and be like, here you go, I'd be like,
fuck you.
You can fuck off.
All right. Well, I just looked at the clock and that's a wrap. We did it. That was quick.
Shit.
Yeah. I was getting ready to just play another video and I looked and I said, well, we're not going to do that. But that was awesome. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody that took some time out of their busy or not so busy Tuesdays. Hopefully you enjoyed some tacos. I had some tacos. It was cool. And so we'll be back Thursday. If anybody's interested, the poll ends tomorrow. It was going to be cereal, but it's really close right now with wrestling and fast food. So if you guys want to vote on it and haven't yet, just go to the community tab. There's a poll out there. We're either going to be talking about wrestling, fast food, or cereal. We're going to draft our teams. Then the following Thursday, we're going to do the bracket and decide who is the best restaurant, cereal, or wrestler. And if it's wrestlers, watch out because I am looking for some really heated moments from Toby and Zach, and Brandon as well, but I'm not much of a wrestler fan. I've watched a little bit, so if anybody takes like the 4 that I know, it's going to be tough for me, but it's going to get interesting. So if you guys want to see,
I've got it. If it's wrestlers, man, and we're including like current day wrestlers, I've got my sleeper pick.
Ooh,
so, oh yeah,
there we go. It's going to include them all. But if you guys want to hear more, come over Thursday, or if you don't even like wrestler cereals and fast food. I don't even know why you're watching this show, but I'm glad you are. That's all I got for you. You guys got anything else?
Don't forget, vote for Toby 2024 presidential elections.
There we go. I put Yuban on the big screen, but he's gone, so we're just going to say our goodbyes. Vote for Toby. Bye, everybody.